The Ketsu-ryugen is the dojutsu owned by the Chinoi clan. This clan once used to live in the Land of Lightning, but for some reason they were transferred to the Land of Hot Water, precisely in a place called Valley of Hell. In that place, a member of the clan, Anoyashiro, exterminated everybody except his daughter Chino, who is nowadays the only member alive of Chinoi clan. Thanks to this ability, Chino can use powerful genjutsu, almost as stronger as Uchiha's ones, control people's blood transformation technique, and also the iron contained in their blood, so that she can transform people into bombs, human exploding technique. Unfortunately, we saw her only in Naruto Shippuden episode NR 486. On the contrary, maybe we could have seen those powers growing and become more developed. Nine Kakashi's Obito's Mangekyo Sharingan. Obito awakened this eye after Rin's death, and since he only had his right eye, also Kakashi, who had the left one, awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan. This eye has some particular and strong abilities. First of all, the Kamui, a technique that allows the user to teleport the target to the Kamui's dimension. Furthermore, the user can make use of an intangibility property, due to the use of Kamui on the user themselves. In addition, when Kakashi receives also the right eye from Obito during the Fourth Shinobi War, he becomes able to evoke the Susanoo in its complete form, and he combines Kamui with Susanoo's shuriken in order to create a devastating new technique. Shisui was the strongest genjutsu user in the whole Uchiha clan. He has been killed by Danzo's root ninjas, and he left his left eye to Itachi, who was his best friend at the time. We also know that Shisui was in general really strong, also stronger than Itachi. In fact, they were always training, and Shisui was used to beat Itachi in everything, taijutsu included. As far as his Mangekyo Sharingan is concerned, we don't know why and when it awakened, but we know that it allowed Shisui to use Kodo Amatsukami, the strongest genjutsu ever. Also stronger than Itachi's Tsukuyomi, thanks to Kodo Amatsukami, Shisui could enter into people's minds and modify their memories, their nature, and also convince them to do something they would have never done before. The most surprising fact is that the target didn't realize to be under Shisui's technique, so that no one would have suspected of him. Unfortunately, because of this incredible power, Shisui could use Kodo Amatsukami only one time every 10 years. In addition, in the anime we saw that in his last moments Shisui became able to evoke a green upper body Susanoo and use a technique called Tsukumo, thanks to which he launched a barrage of chakra needle that killed a lot of Anbu ninjas. Itachi is probably one of the most talented ninjas in the whole Naruto world. For example, he awakened his Mangekyo Sharingan at the age of 13 years old. At the same age he has been promoted to Anbu captain. Anyway, his Mangekyo Sharingan is the most powerful one as far as illusions are concerned, since Shiui would be stronger than him, but he's dead. Thanks to this dojutsu, Itachi can evoke an armored Susanoo that owns the legendary Totsuka sword, a powerful weapon capable of sealing the target it pierces, and that can use an attack called Yasaka no Magatama. In addition, Itachi can use incredible genjutsu, such as Tsukuyomi, the Shackling Stakes technique, and Mirror Heaven and Earth Change technique. Furthermore, his most incredible technique is Izanami. It allows the user to decide the enemy's destiny. Because of this devastating effect, when a person uses Izanami, Rinnegan has always been the most powerful eye until the Fourth Shinobi War. It is Hagoromo's inheritance, since he explained that the person who owns the Rinnegan can become both a god of destruction and a god of creation. Thanks to this powerful dojutsu, Pain can control all the 6 paths and their techniques, which means that he can control all the elements and all the known jutsu. In addition, he can use some techniques that are possible only for Rinnegan users, such as summoning the demonic statue and its chains, counter the infinite Tsukuyomi effects, the Samsara of Heavenly Life technique, which can resuscitate people, in the 3 powerful jutsu related to gravity control, that are Shinra Tensai, Shibaku Tensai, and Bansho Teni. Toneri is the only living Otsutsuki clan member after Kagaya's death. He obtained Tenseigen by combining his chakra, that is the same of Hamura's one, with Hyuga's chakra in particular. When an Otsutsuki clan member implants in themselves a Byokugan and let his Hamura's chakra flow in it, they'll awaken the Tenseigen because of the union of the 2 Hamura's bloodlines. This is a very powerful eye, since it gives the user the possibility to use all the Rinnegan techniques, and, in addition, the user can enter the Tenseigen chakra mode, which gives him more stamina, more speed and more strength, and also use 2 deadly techniques called Silver Wheel Reincarnation Explosion and Golden Wheel Reincarnation Explosion. In order to demonstrate the power of these techniques, Toneri used the Golden Wheel Reincarnation Explosion and he sliced in half the moon. Madara obtained the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan thanks to his brother Izuna, who gave him his eyes in order to regain the sight and, in this way, protect the Uchiha clan. With those eyes, Madara was able to evoke a complete body Susanoo's with 4 arms and a sword that it could use to cut the mountains. Moreover, Madara could make his Susanoo fly thanks to his eye's power, and he could also use a powerful technique in opposition to Itachi's Izanami, the Izanagi. If Izanami allows the user to decide the target's destiny, Izanagi, on the contrary, allows the user to change the target's destiny, also if the target is the user themselves. Of course, in the same way for the Izanami, also the Izanagi is so powerful that, once it is used, the user loses the sight from the eye they used. Another incredible and devastating jutsu is the Tengai Shinsei, thanks to which Madara could make falling massive meteorites from the atmosphere down towards a specific location. Considering that he can do this just thanks to a Mangekyo Sharingan and not to a Rinnegan or some other dojutsu, it's absolutely incredible. Furthermore, when Madara gained the Rinnegan and entered the Sennin mode, he developed more powerful and devastating techniques, such as the Storm Release Light Bang Jutsu, the Yin Release Lightning Dispatch Jutsu, and the most useful one in a fight, that is, the Limbo. Thanks to this technique, Madara can create some kind of invisible shadow clone who fight with him and who can hit the enemy, but the enemy can't see them, unless they've a Rinnegan. In fact, Sasuke could see those clones, while Naruto could only feel their presence thanks to the activation of the Sage mode. Sasuke obtained those eyes when, before the 4th Ninja War, he transplanted in himself Itachi's eyes. This dojutsu allowed Sasuke to create a new style, since he's an expert Amaterasu user. He adapted Amaterasu to other situations, creating the Hell style, Blaze Control. For example, thanks to Kagetsuchi, Sasuke can manipulate Amaterasu at his own will, putting it on his Kusanagi sword, or in his Chidori, or also on his Susanoo's arrows and body, so that Amaterasu can be useful to attack but also to defend. The best use for this ability is the Jutsu Blaze release Yasaka no Magatama, in which his Susanoo creates a big black flame on its third arm, and from that flame start to being shot Amaterasu projectiles. When Sasuke obtained the Rinnegan in his left eye by Hagoromo during the Fourth Ninja War, his eternal Mangekyo Sharingan combined with it, creating a special kind of Rinnegan with 6 tomos. Probably each one for every path, and also referring to Sharingan's tomos. For this reason, we can't think that Sasuke's Rinnegan is the same of Pain, Nagato, Madara and Obito, since Sasuke's Rinnegan is something completely different from what we have been used to see until that moment. Anyway, from this moment Sasuke becomes incredibly strong. And if you are thinking that he already was, he became a lot better than before. As an example, he became able to combine Rinnegan's powers to Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan powers, so that he uses jutsus such as Hona Ikazuki, thanks to which he uses Bansho Tenin to attract enemies to himself, and then, with the Kagetsuchi ability, he pierces them, using Amaterasu spears. In addition, thanks to the Rinnegan, Sasuke became able to use an incredible jutsu called Aminate Jikara. That is a space-time jutsu which allows him to change someone's or also an object position in a short range. On the contrary, if he has to do it in a longer range, he can't change the position, but he has to switch the person or the object he wants to move with another person or object. Another power Sasuke received from his particular Rinnegan is the ability to evoke the perfect Susanoo, which is Indra's Susanoo, in which allows Sasuke to use a jutsu called Indra's Arrow, that is his most powerful technique. Apart from the devastating power of this attack, by evoking that kind of Susanoo, Sasuke achieved being the first and the only Uchiha in history to have overcome the complete level of Susanoo and to have reached a new level defined perfect. For this reason, we could think that there's no Susanoo's level stronger than the perfect one. But a Rinne Sharingan is the same thing as Sasuke's Rinnegan, you could think. Well, that's wrong. Sasuke's Rinnegan is a special Rinnegan that keeps its violet-like color and has 6 tomos, while Kagaya's Rinne Sharingan isn't a Rinnegan and isn't a Sharingan, it is the predecessor of both, and for this reason it seems a Rinnegan with Sharingan's color and 9 tomos. Anyway, Kagaya's Rinne Sharingan is the strongest Ojutsu ever. In fact, only an Otsutsuki clan member can develop this ability, except for Madara, who has been able to reach the Rikudo Sennin mode, and the Jubi, which has the particularity to have only one eye, that is a giant Rinne Sharingan. Thanks to her eye, Kagaya can use Amanamanaka like Sasuke, but in a more powerful version. While Sasuke can change positions and switch people and objects, Kaguya can even teleport everything and everyone in different dimensions, and this is not her limit. Because if there isn't any dimension she wants to go to, she can also create one on purpose for the teleportation. Moreover, she can also use the incredibly powerful genjutsu called Infinite Tsukuyomi, activable only through the use of the Rinne Sharingan. And the technique that has to be used together with Infinite Tsukuyomi, the one called Nativity of a World of Trees, which allows people who are living in the Tsukuyomi world to see their memories combined with their desires and live a happy life.